Oh my god. It looks like a standard good. We have some good, incredible advertising. The places they've got the signs. I think it's great to link and I'll send you an email. I posted on this.
Okay, thank you.
I think this is going to be my one chance to play the Blur games. I might be able to play the Burger King.
Gotcha.
I might get too spooked.
Yeah, it's going to be less scary for sure. Yeah. What's up? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this show on the road. We have a very crowded room. We got to get you all back out there playing games, so let's go ahead and get started. Thank you so much for coming to the EMU and EECS 494 Student Game Showcase. We do this twice a year, one at the end of each semester, and what a crowd, right? You make games so that other people can play them, so that they can have a unique experience, learn more about themselves, make interesting decisions, okay? And you're going to get to do that tonight. We have some phenomenal games, quite a few of them out there, and again, you're going to need all the time you can get to play those games. So let's get started, okay? What on earth is this? Well, it's the showcase, right? You go out there, you play a bunch of games. Hopefully it's not too crowded. The staff, the facilities did a wonderful job spacing things out. There's a lot of really, really great booths. There are giveaways. There are prizes for the teams to win. On the pillars out there, you'll notice a QR code. You scan it, you get to vote for your favorite games, and they get fabulous prizes when they win, okay? It's also just generally a really fun night. So don't worry, the voting does not affect grades at all. It's just for fun, but it's really fun to win, right? So we've got students who have dressed up, right? They have decorated their booth. They've got balloons a bit out there. I see them hanging. Team, who did the balloons? What do the balloons spell out? Anyone know?
Hi.
Oh, hi. Oh, it's the water. Let's go. Very good. And it can get a bit crazy, okay? I thought I saw a few pretty cool costumes out there, and you'll see them soon too, all right? This showcase is virtual as well, okay? If you're watching from home or if you want to play these games over the summer, you can find these games at 494showcase.com. This is also where you'll do your voting, okay? A quick spiel. What on earth is this? What is EECS 494? Well, it's a game dev course, okay? And this is the process. In the first 3 weeks, we teach students. Has anyone played this game before? Look a little familiar to anyone? Okay, a little bit. But have you ever seen it like this, with a motorbike? Maybe not, okay? In the first 3 weeks of the course, we teach students how to get a game running, how to build a game technologically, very fast ramp up. And then they add some custom content to it, okay? In this case, a motorbike that is fabulously introduced, right? Step by step through this dungeon, you learn about the motorbike's capabilities in a safe fashion before then being put to the test. That's good player guidance. You're going to see a lot of that out there tonight, okay? The students then go on to make bigger and better projects. Their teams expand, and then they eventually build the big games that you're going to see out there tonight. Sometimes those games get even bigger. On a couple occasions, our games, our P3 final games out there, go on to launch on marketplaces. They go on to get publishing deals, okay? This is the real deal, and our students work extremely hard to make that happen, okay, to make tonight happen. So this isn't just entertainment, though, okay? You think games, you think entertainment, right? Great memories, fun. But it can be more than that. Has anyone gone to this building, Spark, downtown? It's an economic incubator. We're very fortunate to have a great one, okay? And if you go to this incubator, you'll find lots of programs and lots of startups using game dev techniques and technologies for really, really cool purposes, okay? For visualizing social media networks as they grow and expand over time. For visualizing some mobile phone interaction data. Okay? Watching the heat map fill up as you interact with the screen. You could use all of this knowledge, this game dev knowledge, for many different things. Okay? This, one of my favorites, T and Min Fan, they run the Ginger Deli downtown. Really, really cool people. They used 494 and Wolverine Soft student talent to make a visualization for your wedding. So you can plan it all out before you drop the big bucks. Okay? Has anyone played The Sims? You know, I'm a fan of that franchise, and this reminds me a lot of that. Really, really cool stuff. This one is amazing. Christina York, her team downtown, she made an AR application that basically is meant for pediatric medical care. when a little kid comes in, has a scary operation, a medical procedure to deal with, this calms them down, brings pocketbooks to life, it distracts them, it focuses them. Extremely human use case for game dev tech, okay? This is one of my favorite moments. Game dev techniques and technologies have begun spreading everywhere. They just haven't begun, right? They were there for a long time. Steve Jobs, Macworld 2000. I'm going to show you a moment from that presentation, okay? And I want you to listen to how the crowd reacts, all right? How the crowd reacts to just a little bit of juice getting into Mac OS X. Let's take a look.
And I can put anything in here I want. I can put websites, I can put documents, I can put anything, applications, anything that I use, and I can rearrange it at will, and the doc just accommodates anything I want, and I drag something out, it gets bigger. Now, a question would be, well, how small can it get? Well, it can get pretty small, actually. You can actually set the maximum tile size, and it'll shrink from there if you have more stuff. You can actually say, well, is it really small? I hold like 128 things here. How would I ever see them, though, if they get this small, or if I even prefer them this small? Well, we have something we call magnification, which works kind of like this.
They are on their feet for an operating system feature, right? But, I mean, that's the power. That's the artistry of it all. You, when you're making a game, you add a lot of interesting little effects like this. You make your game juicier, you give it more personality, more charm, right? Maximum output for the minimum input. And that's what brings your game, your experience, your world, your characters, your menus even to life. So it's no surprise that we're starting to see that everywhere, even in operating systems, okay? Super, super cool stuff, and now our students know how to do all this. It's not just engineering, though. This is an MBE capstone, lots of stuff going on. They do project management. Jira, right? They allocate resources, they assign tasks, make sure you don't step on anyone's toes, right? You also do artistry, okay? This is an engineering course, but first impressions do matter. And there's a lot of very, very interesting stuff to learn when it comes to marrying your code to the way your game looks, okay? It's very, very fun stuff. Music as well. Music is the key, the fastest route to the player's heart. And so our students spend a lot of time thinking about that too, all right? And of course, design, paper prototyping in this case. Can you figure out if your design is going to work before you drop the hours, the money to program it, okay? Don't want to be wasteful, all right? I want to show you one of the most beautiful uses for game dev tech and technology I've seen in a very long time, okay? We're almost there. We're almost to trailers. This is Dr. Krishnan's Michigan Medicine Neuro VR Laboratory. This uses virtual reality for rehabilitation for patients, and I think you'll get a feel for it when I show you this video. Neuro VR, a beautiful use of technology. Makes a lot of sense for rehab. You can track player performance over time. You can increase difficulty mode. You can randomize elements of the task. You can do a lot of incredible things with this software. Would you believe me if I told you that it was made by pretty much just one Michigan undergraduate student? Daniel Kortemeyer was one of my star students. He still is. Love the guy. Unfortunately, he passed away. He passed away in 2020. He passed away very suddenly. It was a very shocking loss, and it took so much from our state. He was going to work in Lansing, a techsmith, right? Incredible man, great character, extraordinarily talented, okay? And he was the kind of guy who loved events like this, loved competition. His game, Turbo Neon, right here with his team. And it's really just, it hurts that we lost him. His impact is still here, though. His impact, his inspiration is still around. His game will be relaunching today. It's going to be online. You can play it, all right? In fact, you'll find it right here on the Showcase website, right at the top. Turbo Neon, in memory of Daniel Kortemeyer. And I want to show you his trailer, okay, before anyone else. Here it is.
Across a pulsating cyberspace. Maintain momentum around the borders. Center on other players to gain momentum. Split-free multiplayer. Race for origin. Turbo VR.
What a cool game. What a fantastic game. And it really warms my heart that, like, Daniel goes and makes that, and then he turns around and he builds this wonderful, wonderful piece of software as well, Neuro VR. Daniel's family supports our course, right? They believe in game dev too. And so it's my honor to talk about Daniel and his impact every single semester, and I'm going to keep doing that, okay? And I hope that if you have time, maybe over the summer or tonight, you'll give Turbo Neon a shot. A fantastic game. Okay? We're not alone here. We are joined by the fabulous program at Eastern Michigan University, the Simulation, Animation, and Gaming program, a TA from their most fantastic courses. Connor Spears is here to give a few words on the program. So thank you so much for being here, Connor. Go for it.
Thank you for having me. It's all kind of short notice, me being up here. But I want to say that I have been a TA for one semester now. This is my first semester. We got a new professor, David Batista. Corbin Reeves, you all might be familiar with him. He was teaching it for, I don't even know how long.
A long time.
Long time. Greatest professor I've ever had. And it's a shame that Eastern lost him. But anyways, we're starting anew. And I'm trying to keep that tradition alive by continuing to have our students come to the showcase. As when I was here, God, year and a half, 2 years ago now, it was literally like the greatest thing I've ever done. It made me want to make games more, seeing other people so happy playing my game, even if my game was not great, as I had no programming experience like most ag students, which, take that as what you will. You all are computer science majors. Most of these students are 3D artists learning programming for the very first time. So we'd like to give, a little gaming in the simulation, animation, and gaming department by having Unity 1 and Unity 2. Tonight, I don't think we have any students from Unity 2, but they were welcome to Showcase if they wanted to. So they'll be here with you all today. Yeah.
Thank you, Connor. Connor brought up an excellent point right? When you see people play your game, it refuels you as a developer, as a creative. When you're playing the students' games tonight, look over the table at them watching. You'll see smiles. If you encounter a bug, hopefully nervous laughter, and ask them why they made certain decisions, right? Those questions are just amazing, right? All right. So we also have Wolverine Soft Studio here with us, not just 494 or EMU, Dubsoft Studio, which is a student-run student org, okay? They manage it all, and we have some phenomenal guests come on and tell us about what's happened this semester.
Thanks, Austin. Hey guys, I'm MQ, director of Wolverine Soft Studio. How many of you guys have heard of Wolverine Soft Studio? How many of you guys have gotten less than 6 hours sleep last night? Making games is hard, obviously. Getting into the games industry is debatably even harder. That's why Studio was founded about 5 years ago, is to help people aspiring to get into the game industry with a path in. And every semester, we take a game from concept to launch in 12 weeks, which is kind of a pretty crazy schedule. And at the end, we post them on Steam. I put back some of the games. These are some of our previous games. Part of our mission, too, is also connecting people with the industry, networking. We have a lot of industry mentors. We have a lot of alumni who are in big gaming companies, and they come back and advise. We also send some of our people to GDC every year for the last 2 years. That's our amazing opportunities to I guess, create your own path into the industry. And with that, I'm going to introduce some of our current games. This is what is known as Project Quest. We've been working on for the past 2 semesters. I'm really proud of this game. I'm going to invite Jacob Robinson, project lead, up here to speak more about it. But yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, MQ.
All right. Thank you guys. So Project Quest was a really fun project to work on for Wolverine Soft. There was a lot of firsts with this project, as I'm sure all of you who are on it are well aware. This wasn't easy. I'm really proud of the team for pulling through. This was about a 60-person team across 2 semesters. That sounds like a big number, and it kind of is. But, it was split across 2 semesters. We had a lot of people coming and going, and there was a lot of challenges involved in, onboarding people to an existing project and moving on from those people. So there are a lot of issues with that. I'm sure all of you who want to go into the industry will encounter those issues. So that's one of the things you can sort of learn about Wolverine Soft. Additionally, this is our first ever RPG, which is crazy considering, first of all, how long I've been in the studio since I'm such an big RPG fan. Additionally, we just have a really, really large RPG crowd at Wolverine Soft. So I think this was a really fun project for all of us to work on. Again, it was really hard. It was also our first time having a dedicated narrative department, which brought, again, a host of new challenges. And I think, the game really worked well for it. Also, so the Steam release is coming soon. It's out on itch right now. So if you want to go play it later tonight or even over there, that'd be great. But we have a bit of a trailer, a bit of a teaser trailer for you before it comes out on Steam. So enjoy.
Well done, team. Well done. We have a second game.
Yeah, I'm going to speak on this one. So I'm the project lead for Project Classic. We're fortunate to have enough capacity now in Wolverine Soft to have 2 games running every semester. So this was a bit more of a traditional project. We did this one in 1 semester with a team of about 40 people. We did a case study of a game called Gunstar Hero. It's a run and gun platformer, and we ended up taking game mechanics of that and added an Elder Torah aesthetic to it. So yeah, if you can pull up the trailer.
Well done, team. Good stuff.
Well, if this all sounds good to you, we're opening applications at some point for summer 2024. And to be notified about that, just scan this QR code, fill out the interest form. You will be emailed when applications roll out. Thank you.
All right. Okay, just a few more seconds. And 4, and 3, and 2. And if you want it later, just contact me. I'll give you the QR code. Okay, the schedule for tonight. All right, we're currently in the intro. We're showing you game trailers. We've got a lot of very, very fun trailers ahead of you in just a few moments. At 7:45 or so, we're going to release you into the main hall, and you'll have about 2 hours to play all the fantastic games out there, figure out which ones you like most, and then vote with that little QR code on all the posts, okay? Should be a fun time. We're going to talk about the voting results, announce them, around 9:45 to 10, okay? You don't have to stick around the full time, but if you want to, it's usually a very, very fun moment, okay? And remember, right, this voting, not all game types, right, are great for this kind of voting, okay? So voting just for funsies, all right? No grades attached to it, none of that stuff. It is really fun to win, though. Okay, anyway, voting, 494showcase.com. You're going to go there. You can scan QR codes on the pillar to do that. If you go there on a desktop, you'll find this little button in the bottom left to tell you how much time you have left to vote. Click it, you'll go to a form, okay? On your phone, it'll probably look like this. You'll look at the top. Not exactly sure why. Okay, so a few thank yous before we get to the trailers. All right? Lots of marketing to make an event successful like this. We need a lot of people to enjoy all these fantastic games for our hardworking students. Big thanks to Steve Krang, Emily France. I think Zach is actually I think at a different marketing job. Fantastic person. Emily France should be up there. Michael Clamoris does a wonderful job as well. Equipment and Facilities, George Krosleck and Stephen Rieger work extremely hard to make all that infrastructure out there work. Power, all that stuff. We used to blow out power in the Beister building. We don't anymore. They do an amazing job. Where are you? Thank you so much, team. Absolutely fantastic work, and you don't see the half of what they do for you. Absolutely amazing. Collaboration, Matthew Thompson, all the Pat 305 students. Matthew, are you here? Any Pat 305 students here? Fantastic. They do the music for our student games. It's a multi-course collaboration. Thank you so much for collaborating with us. Hey, my senior consultants, Pam and Dave Yarger, I appreciate everything you do. You are wonderful. Thank you so much. And I'll clap for you. Yes. Some hugs very, very soon. EMU SAG faculty for supporting our multi-university collaboration with this event. We really appreciate it. All the former EECS 494 professors, Dr. Mitchell Block, Professor Jeremy Bond, who is with us right there. Thank you so much. And Professor Laird, you do not make anything of quality in a single go, okay? You stand upon the shoulders of people who came before, and thankfully they did just a wonderful, wonderful job for this course in this university and this community. Thank you to all the 494 and UMich alumni. I love to see your faces back around here again, and thank you for updating me with all the cool, impactful stuff you're doing. A big thanks to the support, all of the Michigan CSE, all the faculty for supporting our game dev around here and letting me teach these super fun courses. And perhaps most of all, thank you so much to my EECS 494 students. This is a hard course. You are tough people, and you did a wonderful job. Thank you so much. And my phenomenal staff. Okay, Anwa, are you here? Anwa Wu, absolutely phenomenal grader. She's helped us, I believe, for a couple semesters now. Grading this course is like grading an exam every single week. It's very difficult on all of us, and she does a wonderful, wonderful job. It's playing her trailer here. A big thanks to Alex Kalams. Thank you so much. Did a wonderful job. A phenomenal IA who made Desktop Defender, one of our best games that I talk about every single semester. God's Place right there in our theming lecture in particular. I tell you, it was like playing a Windows XP game. Was anyone around during the XP era? Oh my goodness, absolutely incredible. Okay, and Ben Feng, where are you, Ben? Are you here, Ben? Shunyu? Fantastic, fantastic IA, did an excellent job, got the cute GIF here, made a very scary horror game. It's hard to have a horror game at a big, exciting event like this. They did a great job, okay? All right, a couple quick things before we get to the trailers. There are new game dev courses on campus. This one, consider it. Lightweight course, learn Unreal Engine. It's a really good time, EECS440.com. EECS 498, make your own game engine from scratch. This course is probably a bit harder than 494. So don't take this for 482, okay? But you will become extremely good at C++, Lua, and game engine architectural composition in general if you take the course, EECS498.com. And SI 311 returning in 2 semesters. Natalie Feng, Professor Feng, are you here, actually? Does a phenomenal job. This is Games and UX, new course on campus, good way to round out your career, okay? All right, everyone, here's how it's going to work. We watch the trailers. They're very short, 45 seconds max, and then we're done. You get out there, you play these phenomenal games, you vote, and have a great time, all right? First up, we have RoboZoo Laid Off by Wildwork Games. Oh, Labs. Wildworks Labs.
As AI takes over the world, nobody's job is safe.
The zookeepers are replacing us with those robots! What do we do now?
Agreed. If we combine all our abilities, we'll be unstoppable. And so, in true corporate fashion, 3 animals suit up for performance. Chloe can be faster than the zookeeper's clock out at 5 p.m. And maneuver underwater like a CEO of a shark tank. And Marley climbs even the corporate ladder with speed. Will these animals have jobs security as a high-performing team? Or will they get laid off?
RoboZoo! All right, next up, we have Quack Attack by Pondside Games.
I need more resources so I can these off.
Quack Attack. All right, next up we have Dream Trapped by Plobus Game Studio.
Boy awakes in a twisted dream, haunted by monsters and relics of the past. The new friends lie in wait. Help Sharon find his new friends. Click their powers and escape the dream.
Dream Trapped. Next up, we have Turbo Takeout by Nitro Neon.
In a city where speed is currency and the neon lights never dim, two ruthless drivers compete to deliver food at the most efficient speeds. Their appetite for success knows no bounds. But this city isn't big enough for the both of them. Drive. Dash. Deliver. Rev up your ride with unique abilities, stylish hats, and striking trails. Turbo Takeout. Are you ready to ride?
Turbo Takeout. Next up, we have Bunker Bros by Post World Productions. Spoiler.
When a new virus has ravaged the globe, and the dead have risen to consume the living, the only way to survive is to fight and to explore together. Two survivors controlling military technology must defend their bunker while working together. If the zombies get in, it's all over. So fight for your survival together.
Bunker Bros. Next up, we have Before Last Shift by Blue Blood.
You have 100 message.
Yeah, this is your last shift, so let's go with your something. Hold it there, done.
Before Last Shift. We may need some of that nice piano music after that game. Next up, we have Spark Shift by Studio 11.
In an abandoned laboratory, two robots search to life.
Acquire the power to teleport and work as a team to escape the facility. Discover new areas and challenges as you find your way to the exit. Can you shift your way out?
Spark Shift. Next up, we have Steampunk Slasher by Jajaja.
introducing Steampunk Slash, a game that has all your steampunk and slashing needs. You play as a silly little adventurer as you jump, slash, and do this. Just look at that movement. You're on a quest to explore an abandoned factory that has become overgrown with plants and monsters that dwell within. You'll need to think on your feet and be cautious, as danger is all around you in the factory. Make sure to look before you leap, and charge forward with bravery through multiple levels, each one more challenging than the last. The road ahead may be tough, but glory awaits. So what are you waiting for? Go play Steampunk Slash now.
Steampunk Slasher. Next up is Hand of Light by Creative Business Unit 6.
Commander, enemy forces are gathering in mass, and we require your leadership. Take control of your army. This fast-paced, real-time strategy game, using your best tactics to defeat the enemy. We will have a limited number of soldiers during battle, each carrying unique weapons and abilities, allowing them to fill different roles. Leveraging these abilities combined with masterful control of your army is the key to victory. As your strategies are deployed across all manner of battlefields, you will witness firsthand the horrors and stories of war. Take command of your army in Hand of Light.
Hand of Light. Next up, we have The Forgotten Forest by Lutra Studio.
You know nothing about this. Just listen to me. Just leave me alone. I'm like so much without him. Well, what happened to you? I don't know. I will always.
Save your existence. You must journey to our forgotten forest. Beware of intricate puzzles, deadly lasers, and rivers. No one has survived this house alone.
We have no choice. Hoping for them. Together. Like always.
The Forgotten Forest. Next up, we have The Blacksmith's Dungeon by Greybox Studio.
The ancient Romans divided their society into different social classes. Now history may only remember the warriors and the rulers. But what's a soldier without a sword? And what's a sword without a blacksmith to make it? Welcome to the Blacksmith's Dungeon, where you finally have a chance to live the glory you deserve. Develop your own unique battle style as you collect valuable resources and hold your very own weapons. Destroy the most vicious monsters in the game as you grow stronger and extend the lore of the light. Forge your own path, create your own destiny, because there's nothing worse than watching somebody else wield a weapon made for you.
Blacksmith's Dungeon. All right, next up we have 8-Ball Brawl by Very Skilled Studios.
This is your grandma's capability. No wolf save, scratch, and help you in adventure. Choose your game each with their own unique abilities. Power up your shot with one of our exciting drinks. Or use an imprison your opponent, making it harder for them to get their perfect shot. If you crush your drills, if you make it top criminal in the world, will you survive? Find out 8-Ball Brawl.
8-Ball Brawl! Next up, we have Deadbeats by The Troublemakers.
in a place where melody meets mystery, you find yourself trapped in the confines of a sinister dungeon. Where the relentless onslaught consumed. Seize the opportunity to retaliate with your own magic. Discover hidden spells scattered throughout the depths, each with powerful effects. Unravel the mystery of this mythical dungeon. Reunite with your long-lost companion and escape together unscathed.
Deadbeats. All right. Next up, we have Shadow Lab by Shadow Lab Games.
Did you hear of sitting down the lab question?
In Shadow Lab, first-person stealth game set in the Soviet laboratory during the Cold War, players utilize spatial audio to navigate their surroundings. You, the lab's beloved experiment, notice some strange events and must escape. Can you find your way out?
Shadow Lab. Next up, we have Blind Descent by Funtendo of America.
Jettison the deep if you find yourself alone with one goal: collect the samples and return to the submarine. Play a game unlike any other and navigate advanced methods to ensure you have no idea where you're going. Use your instruments to gather information on your surroundings. Mines, defense, and burning pools. But be careful, because you only have so much power, and once that's gone, you're kind of screwed.
Blind Descent. Next up, we have The Story of Drayden by Pop-Up Games.
There once was a poor old village. The bandits would frequently pillage. But then a dragon appeared, and by bandits he was feared. Oh, and he helped with the tillage. Spit flames, stop foes, and gather ore. To help this little town become something more. As you get to the night, be ready to fight this dreadful, dragging war. The Story of Drayden.
Story of Drayden. And last up, we have Kai, Lost Waters by Waterworks Studio.
Echoes of a forgotten era linger in this mysterious cave. You awaken with no memories of your past. Except one thing, this ancient power lost to time feels familiar to you. Channel this power to move water however you please. Activate ancient technology, push obstacles, and whatever else your heart desires. There are dangerous obstacles ahead of you. Your journey is just beginning. May the water guide you.
Kai, Lost Waters. All right, everyone, remember, you're going to go out there, play the games, ask questions to the devs, and remember to vote. We'll see you later. Have a great night. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining us on the stream. Please play the games, even from home or from afar. And remember to vote. Your vote counts too, okay? Have fun, everyone. We will see you later. Bye-bye.